This episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing the Korean original Netflix series, My Name. Now, the series revolves around a woman who joins a gang to avenge her father's death, then goes undercover as a cop. Now, when she witnesses her father's murder, she wants to figure out who did it and who done it. And that's basically what this series is. It's a who done it, and it's an investigation, and it's an undercover sting craziness all around. We are introduced to Ji Woo in the beginning of this, a young girl who is really, bullied at school, doesn't fit in, all the while her father is not around. And something happens, and of course, it gives the story away that her father is killed in the beginning of this first episode, and this season and the series. So there's no spoiler there. The trailers gave it away, even the synopsis gives it away. But that's not the interesting part. The underlining factor is that she joins a gang in order to find out who killed her father. She finds out that it was a cop that did that. And all the while things are going on, she's being bullied by these men, and she's in a world where it's just men, fully men. You could tell you that she's probably the only female in this show, and actually it really is up until certain points where you see other female characters in this show, but she's the main focal point in this from the start. And the villain, Choi Moo-jin, is really, really crazy, and it's one of those villains that I've never seen in a Korean series or show. And the actor who plays him, Park Hee-sun, is really, really good. He's laid back, he's cool, he's calm, he's collected. And we get to know the history between him and this girl's father. All the while, she is undercover as a cop trying to figure out in this narcotics organization or narcotics department who killed her father. And the reason being is that we see the span of from 2016 to 2021, what she does within that time of the 5 years. And each episode is different and tells a different story. It's very interesting at times. The character is very, very weak, and there are times where you just want to tell her to, okay, come on, get up and actually start doing something. And while they do that, it's interesting because this story is just left turns and right turns, and you yourself, as you're watching this, are also trying to investigate who killed her father and who did it, who done it, and why. All the while everything is unraveling, she herself has to find herself. She has to grow up in this series. It's 8 episodes, and within these 8 episodes, it's good. The action is great. The action is well choreographed. It's fantastic. It has that John Wick style feel to it. There are a lot of knife fight scenes, and it's really amazing. Just the way things are done in the choreography. I mean, even in the trailer, you see certain knife fight scenes that are really, really fun to watch. There are a little downsides to this show, and I do want to say where episode 1 was great. We got introduced into the characters, who each one is. And then from episodes 2 through 5 was really, really good. The pacing was good. The pacing was great. It was slow build, and then bam, we find out what's happening. Episodes 6 through 8 felt like it was really, really rushed. I feel like episode 6 just threw everything in the hat, and episode 7 was like, oh, let's tie up loose ends. And episode 8 is the culmination and finale of this woman getting her revenge against her father's killer. When you find out who the father's killer is, it's really, really, interesting. You could piece together of who it was from the start, but you really never know because of all the lies that are being told to her, and you yourself are trying to figure out if everything is true or not. This show was really good for being a South Korean drama, and it's one of those action crime shows where it's a noir, but it's a thriller as well. It's nothing crazy. Even certain characters in this are just so annoying that you just want them to get killed off. But then you see some characters that were in previous episodes, and then all of a sudden they show up again in later episodes. It's really fun and it's really interesting. But the whole dynamic of this gang organization that she's in, and then her playing both sides between being a gang member and a police officer or an undercover cop is really crazy and insane. I mean, you could say it's like Infernal Affairs or The Departed, where the gang member infiltrates the police and the cop infiltrates the gang. It's vice versa, but this is just one straight story, and that's it. And there are some characters who met an untimely, fate of death in a way, very abruptly, and I didn't see coming, but I wanted more, and I wanted that more to be fleshed out. But the strong character in this show is Ji Woo, and she's really good. And at times, like I said, she's really low key and weak at times, but that's her character bringing out the best in herself. And she's trying to cope with the death of her father, trying to understand what's going on. All the while, this gang member is pulling her through certain things and obstacles of, trying to find that one killer who killed her father. The ending, like I said, is really interesting. And episode 8 is just, it's right in your face and it doesn't let go. It starts off really slow and dull, but then all of a sudden it picks up to the finale and it's really fun. And it just, closes it out. I feel like we don't need any more of seasons like this, because this is a one and done show. It's a fun show, and it's an original show. And anytime you get a South Korean original Netflix series, it's always good and it's always fun to watch. For me, My Name gets 4 out of 5 stars. Yes, I said 4 out of 5 stars. I didn't want to give it a full rating, and the only reason I didn't give it a full rating is because the story was good, but then it felt rushed after episode 6 on. 6, 7, and 8 felt like everything has to be closed in. If this series, this first season or whatever, if there's more, this first season felt like it was really rushed. Episodes 1 through 5 were really good. Episodes 6 through 8 felt really rushed. And I'm not a fan of shows that are really rushed when they're only 8 to 10 episodes. If this show was 10 episodes or maybe 16 episodes, you could have fleshed it out, done more, but hey, it is what it is. So my rating for My Name is 4 out of 5 stars. Now, I also did a reaction to the teaser and the official trailer. I'll leave that in the link in the description box below. You guys can check it out. And let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this Korean Netflix original series called My Name. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? And do you think that more should have been done with this story? And should have been more than 8 episodes? And let me know how many episodes the show should have been if they went on. Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next review video.